I'm Audrey Townsend. Welcome to another session of Current Commentary. Our subject today, alternative education, and my guests are all from the Maslow-Toffler School in Brentwood. Grace DeRiggi, facilitator, John Verricchio, a student, and Bob Primavera, a facilitator. Welcome all.
Thank you.
Could you tell me something about an alternative approach to education? I know that that's how the Maslow-Toffler School is characterized, but what's different about it? Anyone?
Well, alternative means there are options or different ways of approaching things. And we look at our school as offering opportunities, more opportunities than a conventional high school structure would set.
Okay, in a traditional high school, the students have the choice of what subjects to take, but in your school, do they have this option?
They have that option. They also have the option of doing an independent study. They have an option of checking out a career option, either working in a performing arts center or working in the community and getting high school credit for it. They can take a college course, a Syracuse Psychology Advanced course. So there are a lot of
bells
options.
ring every 45 minutes?
No.
I think that's a big difference.
No, we don't have bells, we don't have desks, we don't have blackboards. Usually don't use blackboards. So that to someone, when they first enter the school, it's quite different in looks. But it's very highly structured.
It might seem chaotic from what
Right,
you just
from first
described.
appearance, but obviously, in order to do the alternative approach, is very structured. People know what they're to do every day and where they're supposed to be.
So it's a lot more independent study on the part of the student?
Not necessarily independent, because it's on a college schedule and we facilitate the classes. The student has an option to do an independent study.
I see. All right.
Well, he can also facilitate his own class.
The student could actually be a teacher of a class? And would other
with
students...
the supervision of a facilitator.
That's a definite difference then. Would other students get credit for taking this course then?
As in a regular class.
What types of subjects might a student facilitate? Something that he knows about, like art or...
Yeah, something he's interested in, or that's it, whatever they're interested in.
We had a student who was a marathon runner. He did a running course.
Oh.
We had another student who came in first in the Frisbee competition. He's now teaching a Frisbee course. We have a student who wanted to improve her language skills, and she taught a Scrabble English course. So there are, where the need, either it's a need or an expertise that's shared in the process.
This sounds kind of radical. Does the school board approve of this approach? In other words, do you have the support of the community and the school board for something like this?
It may sound radical. I don't necessarily see it as radical. Many colleges are doing it. Many universities are doing this approach. And it's an old approach. It's about 10 years old. Maslow-Toffler is already 9 years old.
But this is a high school.
It's a high school.
Right.
Right. And there are several alternatives on Long Island. Not quite, I don't think, what we have. I think we do have something special. But yes, the school board supports us tremendously. Without them, we would not be able to exist, really.
And how do the other students, maybe you could answer this, how do the other students view this school, this approach? Do they feel it's for people who might not be able to handle or
I'll
make
speak
it?
for myself on this. When I went to high school, I had good grades, BC average or whatever, but it's a different approach, and I think I'm smarter in the long run.
But when you weren't in attendance here, how did you look at that school, at the Maslow-Toffler school?
I didn't really know. I never heard nothing about it, right? But I've, now that I go here, I hear what people have to say, and I don't,
You don't
people
agree.
have different opinions on, but people who talk about the school negatively, they don't know.
I see. All right. I think we have some tapes. Perhaps we can go to the tapes and you can describe at any point where there's no sound what exactly is occurring, because our camera crew went down one day and took some tapes, I guess, of a meeting, a general meeting.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so as soon as we get that, we can you can describe for us. I don't know if you were in the tape that day? Or?
Yeah, I was.
So now.
Okay. Okay. What's happening here?
This is a forum meeting. There's a required...
One thing I like about MT is that for me, I could be who I want to be, and I don't have to be like a plastic carbon copy of anyone or anything. I can, like today's my last day here because I'm graduating. I'm going on to college, and I really feel sad about leaving because MT is like a family to me. It's not just like, oh, you go in school, bell rings, beep, out, in, out, you know, at all different kind of classrooms. I come in anytime, like when I do have classes, I come in. And while I'm not here, I'm working or I'm doing all different kinds of things. I write a lot, so I'm doing that. And I don't know, I'm just going on to bigger and better things. And MT gave me the, I guess, the in on how life is. And that's it. Okay.
So I'm a MT student. It's my second year here, and I really like this place because I could be who I want to be. I don't have to be what teachers want me to be, or I could just be me. So.
What do you like about MT, Chris?
I don't know, the way I learn. Could learn the way I want to. I don't have to do what they want me to do. I do things on my own and take responsibility.
Yeah, I like that about it too.
I first came to Maslow-Toffler because I wanted a different structure of schooling. And I was nervous and scared, and I didn't know what to expect. And I found that everyone was comforting and willing to help me with what I was going through. And it's a very different structure from any high school. You're on your own responsibility. Keep attendance for yourself. And I'd recommend it to everyone and anyone who wants something different. Not just anyone who has trouble in high school, but people who want to make friends and family. Anyone.
The Maslow-Toffler program is basically an alternative program for students that wish to take an alternative kind of education within our school system. There are many kinds of alternative programs. This is one of the programs that we provide for our students here in Brentwood. And our aim and our goal is to provide educational programs for most of the students in the Brentwood School District that will be a service and a benefit to those students who wish to participate in a different kind of program.
Okay, that interview with the board member certainly answered my earlier question. He seems very supportive. I noted we lost sound during parts of the tape, but there were some middle-aged to elderly people that were present. Are these representative people that are usually there, or was that an unusual day? In other words, there was a woman there reading a poem, and there were a few other people seated around. It didn't look like they were typical high school students to me.
Betty was part of our community this year. She teaches painting, and she taught it to the students. She's won many awards, and she's also the mother of our secretary.
I see.
And she volunteered her services.
Now, was there an art show? Was that what those
yes, all
paintings?
the students.
The students, all of the students, or just the ones that?
The ones in the art class, the ones interested.
And were prizes awarded? And
yeah.
Do you paint? Is that one of your?
No, I don't.
Okay. Now, earlier they were just sitting around on the floor. I guess if someone walked in who might be used to seeing typical students lined up, seated at a desk, they might find something like that chaotic. What was happening there? What was the general purpose of that meeting?
On Fridays, it's called a community meeting. All of the students and the facilitators, we all get together, as what you just seen, and we discuss the issues of the school and confront and talk about what's going down with the school.
So you settle differences?
Business issues, whatever.
About fundraising, other things need to be brought up.
In viewing the tape, what I picked up is the love and the caring that was involved in the shots. And the interesting thing about alternative education, and especially our school, that this is a school of excellence, and our students are very academically advanced. They get into the best colleges and things like that. But it doesn't mean that there can't be love, there can't be caring, there can't be a community, there can't be a sense of family. And we've accomplished that, I think, with the supportive system. We have the orientation on Monday where the students are broken down into two groups, and they look at themselves, and they look at their patterns, and they look at what their goals are. And Friday they meet in a seminar, the same two groups, and they talk about small group issues. And the weekends culminates with that forum, that community meeting, where we can get the sense of family, we can get the sense of closure.
Okay, we're just about out of time. I can't believe it with this first session. Please stay tuned. We'll be back for more. I'm Audrey Townsend.